Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. Cody Rhodes defended his undisputed WWE Championship against Kevin Owens in a high-stakes match at Saturday night's Main Event 2024. After battling a tough war, he retained his title. However, despite winning the bout, the night ended terribly for the American Nightmare as the bitter loss angered Kevin Owens. He attacked Rhodes from behind and delivered a package piledriver to the champion, leaving him motionless in the center of the ring. The paramedic team rushed out to check on Cody Rhodes, and he was taken out on a stretcher to the ambulance under medical supervision. Later, WWE issued an official statement on the American Nightmare's condition, revealing that he had sustained some injuries. While the champion was being examined, Owens took advantage and stole the Winged Eagle title that Rhodes bought out for one night for the iconic show as a token of tribute to the legends. The prizefighter was leaving with the championship in his hand when he was confronted by CCO Triple H on the ramp. The Game even shoved him, showcasing his outrage at KO's actions. Numerous fans and experts' theories suggest that the Game can punish Owens for his malicious behavior and even announce his suspension. In a jaw-dropping revelation on the upcoming edition of SmackDown, Kevin Owens can come out and reveal that all this while he has been working with an influential figure who has been secretly helping him throughout. And the name in question is CCO Triple H. With that, KO could reform the Authority-like faction. The Game and the American Nightmare share a bitter history. When Rhodes was in AEW, he hammered the Game's throne, taking shots at him. Also, his theme song includes some lyrics that are potentially directed towards the Triple H and McMahon family. Following this, the Game could turn heel and act as Owens' manager, adding an extra layer to the ongoing Rhodes-Owens saga. Cody Rhodes to face Kevin Owens on WWE Raw next month? Cody Rhodes will most likely be off television for a while following the attack by Kevin Owens after their match at WWE Saturday night's Main Event 2024. Amid the injury angle, fans and experts are worried whether the American Nightmare is sidelined with a real injury. No updates or reports indicate that Cody is actually injured. Thus, it appears the angle is just part of the storyline. The creative team could most likely book a rematch between arch-rivals next month for Raw's season premiere on Netflix on January 6, 2025. However, it must be noted all speculation is hypothetical at this point. Fans must stay tuned to find out what Triple H-led WWE creatives have in store for this thrilling saga. It had been a few months since WWE's power dynamic shifted, and fans had grown accustomed to the new era that saw Roman Reigns firmly in control of SmackDown, with Rhea Ripley asserting dominance over Raw. But rumors began circulating in the shadows of the locker room. A familiar name was poised to make a return, and this time, it wasn't just about reclaiming power. It was about something much more sinister. Kevin Owens had been one of WWE's most unpredictable superstars, an outspoken fighter who thrived on chaos and defiance. However, as the weeks progressed, Owens began to show signs of a new motivation. He seemed more calculating, more strategic in his approach. There were whispers of late-night meetings, secretive discussions with figures whose names were kept hidden from the public eye. Owens had been to the top of the mountain before, but now, something was pushing him further. On a particularly intense episode of Monday Night Raw, Owens took to the ring, microphone in hand, his expression darker than ever before. "People think they know Kevin Owens," he began, his voice dripping with disdain. "They think they know what I'm about. The loudmouth, the rebel, the guy who fights against the system. Well, I've been doing that for years, and what's it gotten me? A few championships? Some memorable moments? Sure, but it's not enough. It never was. The real power in this company is something none of you have ever seen. You see, while you've all been cheering for your heroes, I've been making deals in the background. Deals that will change everything." The crowd fell silent, intrigued by Owens' ominous tone. But before he could continue, the lights flickered, and the sound of a slow, familiar music echoed through the arena. The crowd erupted into a mix of confusion and disbelief as a legendary figure stepped onto the stage. It was none other than Triple H, the man who had once been the cornerstone of the Authority, the architect of WWE's corporate structure. The game had been absent for a while, his last major role being a part-time player. But tonight, he was back, and not as a guest, but as a key player. "Kevin," Triple H said, his voice steady, almost sinister, "you've got it all wrong. This isn't about loud mouths and rebel attitudes anymore. This is about power. Real power. And when you want to control everything, you need to join forces with those who know how to manipulate the system." The crowd was buzzing, trying to process what they were witnessing. Kevin Owens, a former anti-authority figure, standing side by side with the very man who had once controlled WWE's entire narrative. "Do you know what happens when you have all the power, Kevin?" Triple H continued. "You don't just run a company. You own it. You become the system itself." Owens smirked, as though everything had suddenly clicked for him. "I've been playing the game wrong, huh? I've been fighting it for so long when I should have been running it from the inside. And you, Triple H, you've been playing this game longer than anyone. You built the authority. You understood the system better than anyone." Triple H nodded, a cold smile creeping onto his face. "And together, we will rebuild it. Better, stronger, a force that no one can defy." With that, the two men shook hands, and the fans were left in stunned silence. The authority was back, but it wasn't just about a faction anymore. It was about something far more dangerous. A power structure that could completely reshape the future of WWE. The return of the authority. The authority had been a defining chapter in WWE history, bringing chaos and control to the forefront, with Triple H and Stephanie McMahon pulling the strings from behind the scenes. But with this new alliance, it wasn't just about manipulating talent. It was about rewriting the very rules of the game. Over the following weeks, Owens and Triple H worked in tandem, slowly pulling in allies. But this wasn't the same authority that had controlled WWE in the past. This time, the members were selected not just for their loyalty, but for their ruthlessness. Kevin Owens wasn't just the brash, arrogant heel anymore. He was now a calculated mastermind. Together with Triple H, they began reaching out to some of WWE's biggest stars, promising power and opportunity in exchange for loyalty. Seth Rollins, once a member of the authority, found himself caught in the web once again. Rollins had always been a master manipulator, but now he saw the writing on the wall. Owens and Triple H offered him a chance to return to the top, with a clear path to reclaiming his spot as the centerpiece of WWE. Rollins hesitated at first, but eventually found himself joining the fold, aligning himself with Owens and Triple H to re-establish control. Meanwhile, Sami Zayn, Owens' longtime friend and sometimes rival, was hesitant. He had seen the damage caused by the authority in the past, and he was conflicted about joining this new regime. However, after a series of emotional conversations and promises of power and influence, Zayn was slowly swayed. But it wasn't just about wrestlers. Triple H and Owens had bigger plans in mind. They needed more than just talent in the ring. They needed control of the company's backstage operations, the officials, and the media. Adam Pearce, WWE's official and often a voice of reason, found himself being manipulated by Owens and Triple H as they promised him power over match stipulations and a larger role within WWE. The result? A completely controlled authority where every decision was made under the watchful eye of Owens and Triple H. A darker path. But as the weeks wore on, it became clear that the new authority wasn't just about power. It was about taking down anyone who dared challenge their reign. Owens and Triple H began systematically dismantling anyone who had opposed them in the past. Roman Reigns, once thought to be untouchable, found himself facing subtle attacks from every direction. The Usos, too, found their loyalty to Reigns tested as Owens and Triple H subtly sowed seeds of doubt in their minds. But the most shocking development came when Rhea Ripley, the powerhouse of Raw, began aligning herself with the authority. Ripley, ever the opportunist, saw the potential of aligning herself with Owens and Triple H to take control of the women's division. She quickly made her presence known, dispatching competitors with a ruthlessness that matched Owens and Triple H's cold-blooded nature. With the pieces falling into place, it was clear that Kevin Owens had not only joined the authority, he had taken it to a whole new level. Together with Triple H, they had created something far more dangerous than before, a corporate force that would crush any rebellion and take over WWE from top to bottom. The future of WWE under the Authority. The new Authority wasn't just a faction. It was the dawn